Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a naughty November general love and romance reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this doesn't resonate with you, please go ahead and check your other signs, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't, all right? I am going to be using the Casanova Tarot, which does have some adult images on it, so if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, please just fast forward to your next video. All right, I just want to give a virtual hug and a warm shout out to all my new and returning viewers and subscribers. I love you guys so much, and I'm just so grateful to be on this journey with you. And I hope you guys enjoy this new Naughty November reading, which is just a little special gift for you guys since we're entering Scorpio season, and there's a lot of sort of funky energies going on with the astrology, Mercury in retrograde, etc., etc. So I decided to do something that was, in the same vein as this scorpionic, intimate, sexual, deep energy and give you guys a love reading. This is an 18 and over reading because there are there's artwork on the cards that may not be for all viewers. While I'm shuffling and getting the cards ready, I'm just going to ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, and share at the end of the video if that's something that you like to do. So that's enough from me. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm doing a Celtic cross, and it's a bridged version. And then I'm going to pull some oracle cards about love and romance for Scorpio in our naughty November season. All right, Scorpio. So the first card out represents Scorpio. All right, and we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. That's a fun card. Very, very naughty as well. Okay, in your surroundings, we have the Emperor. Very nice, stepping into your power. Although it could also be authority, something that you're dealing with. So we'll get into the reading a little bit more. What's blocking you? We have the Seven of Cups. Okay, making decisions, abundance. In your foundation, my dear Scorpio, we have the Page of Pentacles. In your recent past, we have the Knight of Swords. He's got us back to us. That's interesting. What's crowning you is the Tower. Very interesting. I love that. It's very, very sort of potent sexual energy here. And your outcome is the Chariot. Ooh, so some of you may be dealing with a Cancer or may run into a Cancer. You have some dealings with Cancer people. All right, so the overall energy for this reading at the bottom of the deck here is the Hermit card. So you might have been feeling a little bit isolated. You might have been feeling a little bit lonely. You might be on your own after a breakup, or you just might be a singleton, which is all very fine. And you hold the light, your intuition, your inner truth. And you've got your back to this tower, which for me is a very sort of erect structure. And it could represent that you're sort of leaving, or maybe you've been taking a break from, it could be from intercourse or from intimacy or from some sort of sexually charged situation, to go inward and just sort of figure out what it is you want. Okay, I'm also getting here that, you may be out of a relationship, and so you might be pleasing yourself at this time. Okay, or maybe if you have a partner, your partner's not around, so there you're pleasing yourself as well. Okay, so very interesting energy for you guys, Scorpio. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you are pleasing yourself, that you're engaging in, copious amounts of masturbation or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But it is sort of an inward journey. So you might just be feeling a little bit solo. All right. So let me know how that resonates with you down in the comment box. So Scorpio, in this reading, you guys are the Nine of Cups. This is total wish fulfillment. So I'm getting that either you have entered in, or you are in a relationship that is very, very satisfying and very, very sexually gratifying. If you're on your own, then you find your sexual experiences and/or masturbation extremely gratifying. I do want you to pay attention, though, to the fact that many mystics do say that orgasm and climax is the closest we get to God. And I feel like you are definitely feeling that either on your own or with someone. Okay, and whatever sort of sex you're engaging in is really, really getting you off during this time. So go Scorpio. What is in your surroundings? I have the Emperor card. Now, the Emperor is all about authority. So I'm getting that for some of you, you might be involved in BDSM relationships where there's power and dominance and submission involved. So you may be a submissive, and this may represent your master. It may also just represent setting your own boundaries during your sexual experiences. So if you're alone, if you hook up with someone every once in a while, or if you're in a relationship, that you're very, very clear about what you like and what you don't like, and what's okay and what's not okay. Okay. But I do get also, I'm not really getting a lot of negative energy, but the emperor can also be somebody who is dominant, and not necessarily sexually dominant, but somebody who is dominating your life, that that maybe it's something that you do struggle with, some sort of power issues here. Okay. What is blocking you here? We do have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups here, we can see that he's spying on her. So again, you may have a little bit of a tough time approaching your partner. You see this person as very beautiful and very sensual and the person for you, but there's something that's happened that sort of made you pull away. Now, maybe they're being a little bit too strict. Maybe their boundaries are set too strong, or they've been too strict, or they haven't been so nice to you. And that doesn't necessarily mean in the bedroom, but it could be any sort of situation which has made you kind of confused and made you pulled back. You could also maybe see this person as somebody who everybody wants, okay, and that in a way you're kind of vying for their attention, and that they've got lots and lots of different options. So you're not comfortable with maybe approaching them if you're not in a relationship with them, or maybe you're not comfortable about talking with them face to face if it is your partner. If you are alone, this is representing that you have lots and lots of options, especially when it comes to hooking up, and less long-term relationships. But there are a lot of people that you might be juggling at this point in time, and you really have to, when you're ready to make a choice, you have to make sure you make a very grounded decision. Okay, but it could be causing a bit of confusion about where to go, what you want, who you like the best, etc., which is not really a really bad problem to have, Scorpio. In your foundation, we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is all about learning and a process and becoming, that beginning process of being very good at what you do. So I'm getting that you've taken your time learning how to become a good lover, or learning if you're in a committed relationship, what gets your partner off, what makes your partner tick, okay, etc. And it's been a very methodical approach where I feel like you guys are practicing a lot, okay? And maybe every day or twice a day, but you guys really take it on as, a very important, serious, strategic way, to make love and switch things up and see what people like and don't like. So that's in your foundation. So I'm just seeing that you guys, kind of like some of my earth signs, you get better with age. The more you guys do it, the better you get. Okay. In your recent past, I'm getting here that you turned away from someone or something. So some of you may be single, which may be, coming out with this Hermit card, walking away from this sort of very erect tower. You might not be focused on love and relationships, or you might not have been during Libra period. You may have turned your back on that for a while, or weren't so in touch with your body and, what your needs or your partner's needs, because there was something else that was really needing your attention, which could be finances, it could have been family, it could have been many different things. But you had been in the recent past, or in the past, very sort of separate from like love and lovemaking and sensuality. But now that we're coming back into your Scorpio season, that you are, you're either coming back around to this person, going to be showing much more attention to your desires, your wants, your needs, your kinks, your fetishes, and what gets you and your partner off, or just you off. Okay. What's crowning you is we have the Tower, and what I love about this deck is that the Tower is not coming down. This is the ultimate phallic symbol. It's a huge erection. Now, males and females both, when they're sexually aroused, do get erections. So I'm getting what's crowning you is this virility, is this power, and it may really relate to that Emperor energy, you setting your boundaries, but you are passionate, you are turned on, you are ready to go. And I feel like, people that know you best, or people who have been in a sexual relationship with you, they know that and they feel that and they love that about you. And then we have the 7 card, the Chariot, coming out, and this is a Cancer card, so you may end up with a Cancer, or you may be dealing with a Cancer. because we also have the Seven of Cups, which might be blocking you. So it could be you working through some of the issues in that relationship. But this is you moving completely forward. And this is you saying goodbye to something as well. This person, she's kind of saying goodbye to someone, but she's also here. She is focused on their new partner, and they're sort of, rushing off into the sunset. So if you're alone or you're not alone, if you're looking for love or you're not looking for love, there's a lot of movement forward. And remember, this charioteer, he's holding this whip. So I am getting, there maybe for some of you there could be some BDSM bondage type stuff going on, and that's going to really get you off and really make you happy. But you're just going to have to decide like who you're with or how you do it, or maybe you're just a little bit confused about is this really you. But it's just saying, enjoy the ride and keep an open mind. But also this charioteer, this whip, and this is a rod, and it represents this potency that we're seeing here in the tower. Okay, so somebody here is a very, very sexually potent, and rip roaring, ready to go. And it looks like you're just going to move forward and blast out of here. So for me, I also see not only like a lot of amazing orgasms for you coming with this chariot card running off, but I also see that it's the beginning of something really stable and something that you have willed into whether it's a relationship, it's the solidifying of that relationship and you guys running off into the sunset. And if you're on your own, well, then this is just your movement forward. Okay, if it resonates with you, and it doesn't matter. I love the fact that in this card it's raining, so I'm seeing lots of lubrication. Again, I'm seeing lots of orgasm in this card, but I'm also seeing this in the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms oracle, the horse card is his strength, and I see this like really strong, powerful, and healing connection and or lovemaking and or orgasm, which maybe even is on your own. Okay, and the horse, no matter the weather, will take you where you want to go. So you're definitely going where you want to go, Scorpio, even if you had your back turned to this relationship or just to love and romance and sex in general during this sort of Libra period that we got through. Even though Libra is a sign of relationships and stuff like that, but it was a little bit more heady, a little bit more airy. Scorpio is like, get the handcuffs out, we're going to try something new, light the candles. That's why I also have all of these beautiful flower petals for you, because that's what Scorpio season's all about. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull some romance angel cards for you and see what other messages Spirit has for my lovely, sexy Scorpios out there. Actually, you know what? I pulled the wrong cards. I'm going to pull these oracle cards first. All right. Okay, first card out. Yeah. Magician. Yep, manifesting what you want. Okay, coming to terms. Again, I am getting with some of this BDSM imagery, I'm getting maybe you guys are trying something new, this transformation. You may involve a little bit of mask wearing. And then also I'm getting that this person has to really visualize peace and what makes them happy, because she is covering her heart chakra. So it is somebody who could have been hurt in the past. And I'm getting that, with this Hermit card, that some of you may be just coming out of a relationship that was painful, turning your back on kind of sex and romance and love for a while, especially with that Knight of Swords energy. And this is you coming back in, but you're covering yourself up. You're covering your heart in particular, because something did definitely hurt you. And this 3 card is you sort of expanding. It's your mind. It's you doing meditation and trying to raise your vibration so that you can bring about and attract, the same type of energy that you are. All right. And then here we have some sort of performance anxiety here. Okay, so you might be feeling a little bit anxious about your performance in the bed, or about trying something new, especially if you're embarking on something that's a little bit kinkier than what you are used to. Okay, but again, you just have to go with it and set your boundaries. If it's something that you don't like, then definitely you don't do it, and you have to be with a partner who respects that at all times. All right, I love this again, because this woman, look at her old self where she was very sort of very sort of girl next door. And during this transformative scorpionic energy, she's turning into a total vixen, and she's rising above. She's moving up. She's finding the pieces to the puzzle. There was something always missing from this sort of boring girl next door, and she's going to really unleash that sexy side and transform. I love that. All right, Scorpio, but there is a little bit of performance anxiety going on in here, and I get that that's because you might be trying something new, or it might be your partner, okay? So if you are with a partner and you guys are trying new things, then, you definitely have to, make sure you make them feel as comfortable as possible, because it could also, remember, the roles in these readings can be reversed. So it could be your partner who's just trying to sort of who's trying to please you, okay, but they still feel a little bit uncomfortable. So make sure that that you are, I want to say like holding their hand, because not everybody is as open and comfortable as Scorpio when it comes to getting down and dirty. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pull a few more Romance Angel Oracle cards for you, my dear Scorpios. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah, I'm getting for a lot of you, you guys went through a breakup or have found yourself alone for a while, okay? And you are, somebody new is coming into your life. Okay, it could also be the regeneration, or, because Scorpio is all about birth, death, and rebirth. So it could be that, it's just a new facet of your relationship. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So make sure you keep it playful. Don't get too deep and dirty and dark, Scorpio, because you might scare some other people off, okay? Especially if they don't have water in their signs. Remember to stay playful, okay? Again, this could also speak to a past life relationship, a karmic relationship, or it could also be that you've been in a relationship with this person for a long time, okay? And that you guys just need to bring some of that playfulness back into the bedroom. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yes, and we saw that with this Cancer card, the Chariot card coming out here. That's definitely movement forward. So either somebody new and things are going to kind of move very quickly into, like, you're going to be in a more committed relationship sort of more quickly than you normally do, or your old previous relationship is going to move to the next level. Sorry, I just got really confused there. We're like, what am I talking about? All right. And the final card for you guys, Scorpio, is flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, cool. I love that energy because I do want you to, again, don't get things. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to bring a third party into, the bedroom or anything like that, especially if you're not comfortable with that. But you do have to extend, to keep things light, keep things playful. Flirt with this person, okay? Don't be too like overly, like serious, like we're gonna get married soon and we're gonna especially if it's a newer relationship. Don't scare this person off. Have fun, be tantalizing, push their buttons, and I really want you guys to make them want it, Scorpio, and do that playfully, not all like, setting up, some sort of love dungeon or something for them, which might really scare someone off. So that's the sort of message, like, don't scare them off, be fun, be playful, okay? Because this is a new love and it needs to be nourished, and it needs to be, you guys need to learn each other as well. So even if it is with an old partner, okay, again, you have to bring this energy back so you can move on to the next level. I love you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, and share if that's something you like to do. Thank you guys for being on this journey, and I hope you guys have a very, very naughty November.